Hey all, Nevada Cario here. So, looks like we've got some new BS going on with gun control, and does not seem to be very good. Really does not. Doesn't look very good in my eyes. Here we go again. These people are fucking insane. They're stupid. They're idiots. Honestly, I'm sure people will say it's thanks to Californians, and maybe halfway I would say yeah, but honestly, we don't really know the answer. But I will say this, many voters are not even educated. They're probably people say that they're Democrats that care about gun rights, but they just don't do research enough and they vote because of other issues. Same goes for Republicans as well. They vote for as long as those issues only affect them. Who cares about the other issues? See, that's the mentality, and that's the problem. That's the problem with people in this state and most of America. It's their BS. It's their vote that screws America over. I think all governors of America need to be recalled for going along with the ONA deal, for going along with the ONA sickness. All of them should be fired. Every single one of them should be kicked out of the government. All of them. So, yeah, I believe AB 286. I don't know if it's supposed to be two things, which is supposed to prohibit anything, a person from possessing a firearm on a covered premise. It says under certain circumstances, prohibiting a person from engaging in certain acts relating to an unfinished frames or receivers under certain circumstances, prohibiting a person from engaging in certain acts relating to firearms which are not imprinted with a serial number under certain circumstances, revising provisions relating to. It's fucking ridiculous. I hate the curse. I really do not like the curse. Oh my goodness, guys. This is completely insane. I'm not going to even talk about the vote or politics, but you know what? Let's not make this into a Democrat or Republican governor's thing. Honestly, if next year, I don't want to sound like a statist, and I'm not a statist, but if next year maybe we could have hope, but I most likely doubt. I think Sisolak will become the governor of Nevada again. I just see that happening. Who knows? I know Montana has had two Democrats, and they weren't exactly super pro gun. It looks like they tried to pass, I believe, Bullock tried to pass wanting to do a buyback of AR-15s. He was dreaming of it, but I guess he failed, and I guess he's the fucking out of office already, and the new governor just uplifted the muzzle mandates and just passed constitutional carry. Montana's been trying to pass this for 2 decades. But thanks to these stupid ass governors, I guess that didn't happen. The same goes for Utah for one time. And now I believe Cox, whatever the governor is, passed constitutional carry in Utah, which is supposed to pass in June. So good for them. Honestly, that doesn't mean that you should put the governor at a high pedestal. Most governors, I don't trust none of them. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't trust politicians. Anybody asking me for a solution, I'm not going to give it to you. If you want to vote, go fucking for it. But if you're going to tell me to vote, all I suggest is to just leave the channel. I have no time for you. And it's also says, so let's move on. It also says that this is going to make a ban for open carry and concealed carry to make it more like stronger. which used to be more of like if a place bans somebody from carrying a gun, just kick him out instead of making charges. But now I assume, and I guess you should read it for yourself. I'll try to send a link to this just so you guys can read it all. But I did hear him, the Daily Shooter, he's now here in the Vegas Valley, believe it or not, if you haven't been paying attention. Honestly, I don't really like a lot of the gun channels. I'm not a huge fan. Honestly, a lot of them, I'm just not a huge fan. I don't really like them. I think their status in their own way, they only care about their gun rights. And gun rights aren't the only thing that I really care about, but guns are the number one things I would care. So honestly, if I were to take the left-right paradigm BS, and I hate the left-right paradigm. It's bullshit. I would rather live in a red state that values constitutional carry and that it's cheap. Because there are red states that are expensive as well. I mean, take Alaska for an example. That state's expensive. That's probably the only state that's expensive. I don't know if there's any other red states that are expensive, you know? So I believe it's supposed to make it into a felony, a crime now instead of like a policy violation. Now, I assume it's supposed to make you into a criminal. So yeah, I believe it's supposed to make it a little stronger. Honestly, there might be a difference, but then maybe not. Honestly, all I can say, honestly, my solution is just don't comply. That's the only thing I can say. I know it sounds corny and tough guy, but honestly, we need to stop just waiting for our politicians. We need to stop depending on our politicians. Honestly, we need to start to try to depend on ourselves. I mean, as we can, I'm not going to say destroy your bank accounts. I mean, keep your bank accounts if you want to. I'm not going to tell you not to destroy, not to like destroy it. I mean, if you want to keep them, keep them. But if you want to destroy it, good for you. So, anyways, that's all I had to say. I think Nevada is a joke. Who even knows if Nevada will get back into the right path? I believe this fucking law was endorsed by one of the stupid ass casinos or the casino owners, the big chain, whatever, MGM, whatever. These MGM fricks are just clowns. The casino industry is garbage. I mean, they're cool, because of tourism and going inside, it looks beautiful. But on the inside, all of it is over, man. Honestly, maybe we should stop bitching about gun laws being passed and just start not compliance. Just find cops that really, really will not care about enforcing laws, or sheriffs, which is a very, very huge minority. You cannot trust the police. Fuck the police. Most of the police are just gonna do as they're told. They're gonna enforce stupid ass laws. They enforce individual rights removing laws. I'm not gonna even say unconstitutional laws. Forget about the Constitution. The Constitution has been dead since the 1800s. I'm not gonna back the Constitution anymore. I've said that since last year. So, anyways, I know I had a lot of boring stuff to say. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Never stop fighting for liberty. If you guys really do mean it by the heart, just do not comply with any laws that they pass. Try to hide. No, people will try to act, I don't want to say tough, but people will say, the time to bury your guns is over. Take over your guns and start shooting. Well, the time to start shooting is when a civil war actually starts. But right now, it's not the time. I'm sorry to say this. I know people don't have patience and want a war to start off. So, anyways, that's it. Bye bye. Peace. I'm really exhausted from work.